Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. If you're new here, hi, hello, and if you're not new here, welcome back. My name is Tyra. I hope this video has found you in great spirits. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share with a friend. We're on the road to 10K, so let's continue to grow together. In this video, I did a really pretty, simple holiday glam. What is a holiday glam without a popping red lip? Because, come on now. We got on the festive shirt. I think this is so pretty. I'm loving the look today. So if you want the entire deed on my makeup look and how simple and easy it was, stay tuned. I'm so excited to get into this holiday glam because it's my first glam of the season, and I finally figured out, you guys, I know how to do my makeup. All those times I was making these videos of like, what did I go wrong? I figured out that it was my skincare. That can be a whole nother video, but let's go ahead and just focus on what's going on in this video. I did make an entire video dedicated to my brows not too long ago in one of these 25 days of Christmas, so you can definitely click the iCard if you want more of an in-depth brow routine. But to eliminate my brows, I use the e.l.f. brow lift, and to fill my brows in, I do use the Morphe chocolate mousse dip brow. And you guys, this is like my staple. I can use honestly any brow product, but this is what I've been using at the moment. But again, you can click that iCard above to get like the full scope of my brow routine and exactly what I use. For concealer to clean my brows up, I do go in with the House Labs Triclone concealer. I go in with the Morphe Filter Effect concealer. This is what I've been using to make that perfect canvas base on my eyelid. I don't know, you guys, I just always adored an eyelid that is like blank, but it is all like one shade. And to pat down that concealer, I take a powder puff that has like old product on it, and I just powder it down because at the end of the day, concealer does crease. So if I don't powder it down, it's going to crease. My favorite eyeshadow palette is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension palette. And obviously this is the palette that I use to complete my entire eyeshadow look today, just this palette itself. And I will be showing you guys on the screen what color I use for each of the colors that I lay down, so I don't have to try to figure out and read them. You could just like visually see it if you are wanting to copy this entire eyeshadow look. So I did something really risky and tried a chocolate wing liner, and also brought it down to kind of elongate my eyes to make it like that cat eye effect, and it actually came out really, really good, so you should definitely try it. Doesn't it look so tea? I do go in with the Neutrogena makeup wipe just to clean up any fallout and to make my eyeshadow look sharp on the ends. Now it's time to add a little bit of festivity, so I use the new eyeshadow sticks by L'Oreal Paris, and there's this burgundy one that I found really, really pretty, and that is what I basically put in my waterline. It's time to get all into the complexion now. I'm going to start off with my Glow Recipe Watermelon Dew Drops. This is what I've always used just to prep my face because it makes it really hydrated for my makeup. And lately I've been going in with this Maybelline Grippy Primer Serum. I've been loving this stuff. Like, that single-handedly has become my favorite primer of all time, and I just got it probably about a month ago. Okay, I would say grippy primer of all time. And then I go in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Powder Balm just to put under my eye so it can be smooth. I do like to underpaint, so I do go in with the LYS bronzer. I want to say this one is in the shade Courage. If you know anything about underpainting, you go in with bronzer first, and then you layer basically all of your makeup backwards. Now, you don't have to do exactly how I do it when it comes to like underpainting or layering my makeup. This is just how I do it. So you can copy this exact routine, but just layer it the way that you would like to layer it. I just picked up the L'Oreal True Match Concealer literally not too long ago, and I've been using it ever since just to try it out, and I've actually been liking it. I'm very late to the game. The True Match line by L'Oreal is actually pretty good. I feel like I've seen so many people talk about it and use it. I'm just late. I feel like it's just very creamy and it dries down like kind of matte, kind of. Maybe I'm saying it kind of incorrectly, but I feel like it dries down kind of matte. It's low-key giving full coverage, and every single time I've worn it, I've never had any creasing or under eye problems or just any problems in general with it. I actually forgot to spot conceal before I even did anything complexion, like before I even put on the bronzer, before I put on concealer, but I kind of forgot to. But I normally use NARS to do that. To hydrate my face, I go in with this Maybelline like milky hydrating spray. I've been liking it recently. And then I go in with blush. This is a red one by Giorgio Armani, and that is my only red brush. I think it's perfect for the holidays because duh, like how can you not try red blush during the Christmas time? It's very intimidating to use a red blush, but honestly, the one by Giorgio Armani, it blends out so well. And then red blush is not as scary as you think it is. Like, look how pretty that is. It's the same thing as pink blush, but just red. After I do the blush, I go in with another layer of concealer on top to kind of layer it, because again, we're doing the underpainting method. I do also go in with a lighter concealer in the inner corner. This one is by Huda Beauty, and I want to say it's in Praline. And then I also follow up with a Huda Beauty skin tint, and this one is in the shade Peanut Butter. Once you follow up with your foundation or skin tint or whatever your preference is, that is when the underpainting really starts to come together, because that's like your last layer of makeup that will kind of blend all of those parts and pieces that you did separately and kind of like mesh them together. I also go in with a wet beauty blender to blend out my concealer. I feel like once you switch to a beauty blender that's wet, it'll kind of help your concealer just like blur in instead of using a brush, but I love brushes as well, so don't get me wrong. Now it's time to powder everything up. I'm going in with the Kosas Peachy Cloud Set powder. This has been my go-to under eye powder for probably at this point a year. I've been loving this stuff, and I think it's just brightening the eye without doing too much. In order to brighten the eye, like brighten it, I go in with the Sacha Buttercup. This is an OG powder that like all the old beauty gurus used to use. I was gifted this probably a few months back, so I've been just using this to brighten under my eye, but I have so many to choose from. While that is baking, I go in with the Juvia's Place Duo Bronzer Palette to bronze up my face again, because at this point we've been brightening up so much. Now it's time to add that warmth back in. I go in with the Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mitts to help hydrate my face after using both powders, but I'm going to go back in with another powder. This is my face powder. This is the Sephora Micro Smooth powder, my favorite face powder ever. If you've never used Sephora Micro Smooth powder as like the topper after everything is set, I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know how your makeup is coming out flawless without this. This stuff is so freaking good. I don't think I would ever switch up from the Sephora Micro Smooth face powder. To enforce some more blush, I go in with the Juvia's Place powder brush. I don't have a red powder blush, but I need to invest in one because I try to have a matching powder to blush, like liquid cream blush ratio. But I think this one did the job. I do like it, and I don't really pick that palette up much, so I do like it. Now it's time to put on some lashes, because you can't have a full beat like this without no lashes. It looks a little weird. Now I don't put on mascara on my bottom lashes often, but in this look I did put some brown mascara in my bottom lashes because I don't know, I just feel like it was going to tie together and kind of like level up this glam even more. I'm wiping off my lip because this is when I'm going to prep my lip for a red, bold, holiday glam lip. I'm going in with a chocolate lip liner. This one's from L'Oreal Paris. No, this video is not sponsored by them, but I know I've been recommending their products a lot based on this tutorial. But I promise you, they've just sent me so much PR within the last month or two, and I've actually been liking the PR that they've been sending me. So you should check out L'Oreal Paris if you get the chance to. I'm gonna line my lip with this chocolate one in the shade Worth It Intense, I believe. And then I'm gonna go in with this all-time favorite Fenty liquid lipstick, and I think it's in the shade Uncensored. I've had this for probably 4 or 5 years now. So good. I love this stuff so much, and as you can see, the red lip is coming all together. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this red holiday glam. This was an easy 10-minute tutorial that you could use for Christmas, for the New Year's, wherever you want to use it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below if you want to see more makeup videos from me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Mwah.